My name is Julian Brady. I'm a consultant gynaecologist and I act as clinical advisor for GynaeHealth UK and IHT. I have extensive experience as a colposcopist. I currently sit on the BSCCP Executive Committee and I'm one of the Quality Assurance Directors for the NHS Cervical Screening Programme. GynaeCheck is a self-sampling HPV test. It allows women the choice of going about cervical screening in a different fashion. Rather than a traditional speculum examination, where the sample is tested for both HPV and liquid-based cytology, the test effectively becomes a two-stage process. A significant proportion of women find the speculum examination difficult for a number of potential different reasons. This can include difficulty in attending for the test or wishing to avoid the speculum examination. Women who've sadly been the victims of sexual violence would be a perfect example of this. GynaeCheck allows women to perform self-sampling in the comfort and privacy of their own home. If no high-risk HPV is detected, the woman is advised when to repeat the test, thereby potentially avoiding a very intimate and difficult speculum examination. The screening then becomes a two-stage process. Our information from women who have used GynaeCheck suggests that they are very comfortable with this fact. We know that younger women will have a much higher positivity rate for the virus. By only offering to women over the age of 25, all women will have had or will be eligible to have a cervical smear test performed. As such, there are no potential barriers to a woman who chooses GynaeCheck for her initial cervical screening test. GynaeCheck tests for the 12 types of HPV that are considered high risk. It specifically looks for the presence of 16, 18 and 45. These contribute the highest risk and also gives the individual woman information as to whether she may think that vaccination is suitable for her. The test is very reliable and has FDA approval. A reliable chlamydia test can also be performed on the same sample. With the asymptomatic nature of chlamydia and the potentially devastating effect on a woman's health and especially reproductive health, we would suggest that all women consider this as an option. Should the chlamydia test be positive, we will give women information to attend their local GUM clinic. This will allow the prescription of antibiotics and contact tracing to be performed. There is now a large body of evidence in both the UK and the USA to promote HPV as primary screening. Indeed, the NHS is undergoing HPV primary screening programs in the sentinel sites that were responsible for the introduction of HPV testing and HPV test of cure. We have an easy to follow suggested protocol for women who test positive with GynaeCheck. This, as always, involves her history, examination and cross-referencing to her smear test, which may or may not be available at this point in time. Links to our protocols are available on the results letter as well as the website. IHT has a number of preferred gynecologists that are able to give an expert opinion to our women. We have links to a number of other providers, meaning that our patients will be seen in world-class facilities with the latest state-of-the-art technology. I believe very strongly that women should have autonomy in their lifestyle and health choices. The NHS has an excellent cervical screening programme, but GynaeCheck offers a significant proportion of women a choice in how they perform their cervical screening. With the clinical protocols, associated companies and recommendations that we have in place, I have no hesitation in recommending GynaeCheck and GynaeCheck Plus to my female friends and family.